Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Today, Victor here is going to give us another testimony.
The boy was wearing their earpiece on the same side as the green lens.
What? The boy was wearing this earpiece on the same side as the green lens on his specs? What? So in addition to his scouter, he was wearing an earpiece. Alright.
He kept fiddling with it all at the same time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. Some would even call him a weeb. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor you often used by programmers.
A monitor? You mean like a television screen?
The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. I'm calling bullshit.
HD, TV, DVD, CD? All these newfangled letters drive me mad. They don't matter. I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth.
It's true. He doesn't seem like he's lying.
And those are the facts, in good old black and white.
Alright, well, I guess I will go ahead and press you until I find out where you're lying. Or at the very least, where you're confused. I'm assuming it was where you were sitting. That's where you get things mixed up. So the victim was wearing an HMD.
HD, TV, CD, DVD, what is it?
It was none of them actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side?
No question. I can only see that side of his head from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of his side of his victim's head. Okay. So was it not perspective then?
Kept fiddling, yeah.
I'll give you something to fiddle with. Chronos! Oh, sorry, it sounded wrong. It seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenn Eld.
He was getting on my nerves. Rustling that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss dying from one sip of Gyakuten.
How dare he? You're right.
I want to say to them, calm down, you young bird. Back in my day, it took more than one sip to die. Just looking at him made me suddenly speed up my seed eating. I could choke.
I take the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy. The earpiece you mentioned, which hand did the victim touch it with?
You're one of those people, aren't you? You gotta have that use of your left hand to get things out of your right ear. Or having your left cup with your right hand.
Well, yeah, wait, what? What? Yeah. What? Yeah. Why wouldn't you fasten your... What, are you using the same hand that your cuff is on? Is it a different type of cuff? Because I'm thinking like the cuffs of the wrist. Is there a different cuff? It might be a different cuff. Because like that would make you look like a goddamn weirdo if you were like fastening your cuff with the same hand. 1 second. Let's see. Come over here real fast. Cuff. Not cuffing. That's something different. We don't kink shame here. Okay, no, it brought up, yeah, the end part of sleeves, where the material of the sleeve is turned back. Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't you use your opposite hand to fix the cuff on the other hand? You're weird, Victor. Out of everything in this game, that is the weirdest shit. Really? Okay, aside from the old people trying to get with the 16-year-old. But that was more like really disturbing shit. And angering shit. This is just weird. A red dress with a light white lace collar and cuff. I don't know why that's the definition. See definitions in all clothing, shoekeeping, shoemaking, and medicine. Medicine? An inflatable bag wrapped around the arm. Oh, yeah, blood. Oh, right. When you get your blood pressure. Wow, I didn't. Forgot that was called a cuff. Weird.
And then the tour guy said, on your right here, you see the famous blah, blah, blah. You're the only one that deliberately looks left. Well, aren't you?
No. I don't think so.
I also used the hand on the same side of everybody, so that was the earpiece in.
So if he had the HMD on his left side, then it was his left hand, I guess. Can we suplex this guy? You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Godot.
Because I know what I saw. And no matter what trick you try to play on me.
It looks like he really did see the guy picking up the cup with his left hand. This is the dead end. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy's telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help him, God. Not me, though. But even so, something's not quite right. Then chuck evidence at him until he breaks, or do a backbreaker. If he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradiction in his testimony, right? Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Fiddling. Court records? Can I see this earpiece? Can we rotate the cup? Is there lip stains on the other side? That wouldn't make much sense, Chronos. He died instantly. Also, don't think cyanide works that fast? I would Google that. And honestly, wouldn't be the weirdest shit I ever Googled, but I'm not going to. I'm probably already on like a bunch of lists anyways. Left by the victim. Doodle is in the victim's handwriting. What hand did he write this in? I'm assuming his right. Maybe. Loan contract? No, that's not gonna help. Written by my phony. The wheel guard is all smashed up. Apparently I stuffed it in my pocket though. Yeah, huh. I have a feeling I'm gonna be here a while trying to figure this out. Oh! Oh, okay. Sorry, I was checking out the profiles to see if I could see anything. Yeah, his left eardrum was ruptured. Where did you say? What were the earpiece on the same side of? So, unless it was like a hearing aid, but even with a ruptured eardrum, that wouldn't make much sense. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but I'll say it anyways. Mr. Godot, there is something very strange about your observation of the victim. You say that he was wearing an earpiece on the same side as HMD.
No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was in his left ear, no doubt. I could only see that side of his head 4 hours in.
I don't think so.
What do you say?
You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Godot, but the victim couldn't hear from his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured.
Huh?
Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible for the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, unless it was like a protective device that they would put in his ear to help his eardrum from being more damaged or ruptured, but sure, because he couldn't even hear in that ear. It dims sound, right? Unless it's completely broken, but then again, like... One second. Can you hear with a ruptured eardrum? Most people with ruptured eardrum experience only temporary hearing loss. Even without treatment, your eardrum will heal in a few weeks. You usually be able to leave the hospital within 1 or 2 days of an eardrum surgery. Usually hearing loss is temporary, lasting only until the tear. Okay, so it does lose some. Okay, it does lose hearing. Okay, I thought you didn't lose it completely. I guess you don't if you have 2 ears that work.
Is that true, Captain?
It is.
Pigeon! Pretty pigeon!
Dog, are you a pigeon war veteran? Because you are showing some PTSD, dog. The witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when he knows his eardrum was ruptured. Oh, we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot, a single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
Hey, call me a drip!
This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark of the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I never back down, I know, man. I drink his Frappuccino in his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip of the cup with his right hand and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. But apparently he died instantly, so that's impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after just 1 sip of coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is relevant, Your Honor. After wasting everyone's time, the facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee. Like this! Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And clearly, something's wrong. Testimony given by this witness is useless. Just like your coffee. Also, I take my coffee with cream and sugar. Well, not real sugar, but cream and stevia, I think I use. Yeah. I believe it's time to conclude today's proceedings. I'm satisfied that the witness is not deceiving. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is farce.
Did you just call me? Did you have to be so frank? Hey, you promised, old fucker!
I'm sorry, Mr. Godot. You can't reach me from there. Take that. And I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. Oh, we go. Okay, so we're going back to investigation already? I mean, I guess we have been in here for a couple episodes, but still. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Objection? Hold it!
Wait! Hey, stop now. What does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Godot.
Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumble old man who can't even dodge the teeth across his eyes now.
How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Godot, but there's nothing I can do for you.
I kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know.
What? There's more?
To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark.
Baby shark? Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Like the frog shogun? From Digimon?
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? A final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. My heart is literally about to stop.
What do you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Gyakuten you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Godot is still a man.
That's enough, witness. I believe it'll be quicker if the court just hear your testimony. No, it won't. Have him dragged out.
You're that much quicker.
I can't believe this is happening.
You better get ready, youngster.
I get the picture. Quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code for the box of seeds. I mean, maybe. The final showdown.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Gyakuten. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got all completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, huh?
Dots? Is that all?
Yeah, that's all. I remember it personally. You doubting me again? You doubting a poor, defenseless old man?
No, we're not doubting you. I'm doubting him completely. I don't get the feeling there's a question hanging. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're brain. That's what you're all. That's all you can think.
What? Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, please. Yeah, 1 second though, because I need to check something out. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll press you on everything. I was gonna say, I just saw that photo like a second ago. In fact, I was staring at it for quite a while before I cut that part out of the episode. But, yeah. Press? The court generally prefers the witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Godot.
You know the Brad? I warn you, I'm more savage than a macho man, Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. You won't beat me with this testimony. This is the final battle.
Ow. He's checking those seeds harder than ever. I better be careful. Come on, Nick. Nail him. Hit him with the elbow drop. The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Godot.
I know that. I was just setting the mood. How else am I supposed to build up the suspense? You gotta warm up first. You know what to do? Yeah, you know what to do? Should I work the audience a bit more?
No, please continue, Mr. Godot. As quickly as possible. I would like to go home.
Alright, now where was I? Yes, the young boy slumped over the table.
A vase, you say? You sure it wasn't an urn? Because I have good authority. This game doesn't know the difference.
Yeah, there are vases all over the table in that place. Their accents waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over.
Well, he's right about the vases. I do remember seeing them too. In fact, I just saw them a second ago. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase.
Well, it is hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define?
Okay, I get it.
I heard it breaks. I decided to burn it in my memory as clear as day.
So I'm starting to feel bad for this old man. Cause I think he's just lonely. Soaked in water, you mean?
Yeah, it splashed me on the knee as well.
You said you were sitting at the table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet, the water still managed to splash onto you?
It was cold, I clearly remember it splashing me.
Could the water really make it all the way across the other side of the room? No, probably not. Unless there was a ton of water in there. And it was like projectile shattered. You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and breaking?
The vase turned upside down, and my testimony turning this case upside down. It's a joke. I just want everyone to hear it. It's a funny joke, right? What do you think, Captain?
I'm impressed by your ability to waste time. Godot hasn't raised any objections for a while now. Pretty sure his heart stopped from all the caffeine.
So you young show-offs, with that scrapping machine, you're gonna throw it at the gauntlet. If I lose this one, I'll take it like a man and cry. Cry right in the fetal position.
Really giving you the evil eye, Maya. It's you he's looking at, Nick, not me. Like he's saying, I triple dog dare you to find a contradiction, youngin'. Guess I'll just have to rise to the challenge then. Alright. Knocked it right over. Alright. So... Booyah. Mr. Godot, let's photograph the crime scene.
Hey, to us.
Look carefully at the table. The vase is there. Intact.
Huh?
Lost your tongue, Granddad?
I'm not granddad yours, hotshot.
Ow! Ow! Enough. You throw any more seeds in this court, the cleaners will have to be here all night. Ugh! What is it now?
I just remembered something.
Yeah? Go on.
You broke my ass. It was on my table.
What?
Well, you see, it told me when the younger lad collapsed. So I stood up, and that was when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
Yeah, it was on my table. That's how my groin became to be completely soaked. I didn't pee myself. You can't prove it.
Well, this was a productive day in court. Thank you, Mr. Godot. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all?
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Godot.
Wait a minute. That's the case, there's more. I got more to say. Oh yeah, I remember something else.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
Wait! Listen to me! I'm so lonely!
Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked. We're still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we've heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted in his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Well, Nick, you did it! I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There's one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor. The witness we just heard from. He was most insistent that his testimony should be used. So he summarized it accordingly in this statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever, the prosecution doesn't need props like this. That's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. And actually, I kinda am. Very well. Here you are then. Is it another haiku? Mr. Wright, there are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry! I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology. The heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? I don't know, we could always use them as toilet paper. Unless they're cardboard. That would just hurt. This is all. Court is adjourned. Okay, so like I made fun of Victor a little bit sometimes, but I actually just legitimately feel bad for him. Because I feel like he's just an old man that has some memory problems, and trust me, I feel for him on that one. But like I think he's just lonely. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe his testimony is gonna be actually of use in the future. I would highly doubt that. But, we'll see. So how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? You gotta be crazy in there. I was just wondering if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Godot's testimony had nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is that what Mr. Godot said, the apron strap and the ribbon. And the victim that was wearing the earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictoryitis. Time to play doctor. No. Well, I mean, you are 19, but I'm like almost 30, right? I guess it's not that bad, but it's still, I don't know. You know, the older you get, I'm pretty sure I've made this comment before. The older you get, age different kind of hits differently, right? When I was younger, okay, when I was young, let's just put it that way, I didn't really think twice about like flirting or just even, you know, I don't want to make it sound weird, but just like hanging out with, I guess you could say, with an older woman who might have been 10 years older than me. Never even crossed my mind as different. But this day and age, like, I don't know. If I meet a girl and she's like 19, 18, 20, 24 even a little bit, the thought never even crosses my mind like, oh, I should probably try to use my max charm stat. It's more of like, oh, she seems like a nice young girl. And that's it! That is it! I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Time to play doctor, I guess. We can find ourselves a cure then. Yeah! We gotta find one for Maggie, and she's gonna have a terminal case of guilt. Or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. I mean, not wrong there, given that apparently they just execute everyone. Well, for murder. Okay, so... Oh, they put that there, huh? Normally they put new testimonies back here. Huh. They like put them at the end, don't they usually? Huh. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye.